So what's happening? December 13th.
Yeah, it's going so quick, so fast,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, what's your day like today so far?
Oh, I've had a coaching call in the morning. I went to actually have lunch with a good friend at 12. And then yeah, I came back to record with you before going
Uh-huh.
to get the kids. Same routine.
Nice. Nice. So was this a coaching call that where you had a client or was it somebody you're coaching with?
Um, I was being coached
Gotcha. Gotcha.
in the morning. Yeah, it's good. Coaches have coach, right? So it's
Yeah, that's true. I think the coaches are the
yes.
best customers because they always want coaching.
Not necessarily, I don't see it this way. I see it as it's an extension of what we're offering to others. So
Sure. Yeah.
we're an example that everybody needs it, even as coaches.
Right, right, right. So
Yeah.
you don't want to sell something that you're not, you don't want to serve something that you're not eating yourself.
Practicing. I mean, it's for me, I won't preach to others something that I'm not doing.
Right, right.
I think it's beneficial to everyone because we don't see our blind spots. I think I'm very good at coaching others, but less good at coaching myself because I have blind spots. And
Hmm.
I do self-coaching daily, but
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
nothing like being coached. And yeah, I think it's part of my life. I think I'm going to be coached all the rest of my
Uh,
life.
uh,
Just because I want to live the best life, I want the best experience, and I
sure.
think coaching
Yeah.
makes me have the best life.
So what's self-coaching process that you do? Do you have a specific process?
For me, it's not specific. It's just more of a, we talked about it last week, self-actualization.
Hmm.
I like to ask myself why, like let's say I want something. I will ask myself, why do I want that thing? And sometimes I realize that I want something not for the good reasons. Sometimes I
Hmm.
want something because I want to please someone, and I realize that I'm still people pleasing, and that's not something that I
Uh,
want to do. Or I really like my reasons for doing this, then I will do it. So that's a way to self-actualize. Another way I coach myself is getting in tune with my feelings and emotions. What am I feeling right now?
hmm.
Trying to identify the emotion that I'm feeling and name it,
Hmm. Hmm.
and make sure that I'm letting it emerge, that I am dwelling into it, and that I am not stuffing it.
Hmm.
Another way I like to self-coach is to meditate. Just sit down and
Yeah.
uh,
And just listen
listen,
to what comes up.
or dump my thoughts on paper.
Hmm.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, so what are some of the ways you self-coach? Because I know you do
Well,
that too.
I do it a lot. For a long time, I would do writing in the morning. I would do automatic writing, and sometimes I'm sure I'll get back into that. But right now, lately, it's more actually speaking. So speaking into, let's say, a camera, maybe making a video of myself and recording myself and just recording what comes up. And I find that when I'm speaking, then I notice things a lot more quickly, even than when I'm writing. Yeah.
So
Like, oh, that's
you will
interesting.
just speak random thoughts, or will you think about talk about the subject? How do you do that?
Uh, Usually there's a prompt. Usually there's a prompt that gets me to where, okay, well, maybe I should sit down. What's going on right now? And so I'll just open up the phone and just stare into the video and say, well, this is what's going on right now.
So how is it a way of self-coaching?
Because I'm listening to myself as I'm speaking,
Okay.
right? So
So you're
as I'm
being
speaking,
observer of
I'm
your thoughts.
what's that?
You're being observer of your thoughts
I'm
as you
being observing of my thoughts, and it's effective when you're writing, and it's effective, like I said, especially when I'm speaking, because then I can notice my thoughts a little more than if I'm just thinking. right? So if I'm
Mhm.
just lost in my thoughts and wandering around, not saying anything, sometimes I don't notice where I'm getting stuck in a loop, right?
Okay.
And I notice that a little more when I'm writing it down, and when I'm speaking it, I really notice it quite a bit.
Hmm. That's interesting. That's very interesting of listening to yourself, yeah. Because you feel like when you're talking, then you express everything, like even the hidden thoughts are
Yeah,
emerging.
yeah. Sometimes it's like I'll be talking and I'll say, that's interesting that I just said that. Wow, that's really
Mhm.
fascinating. I wonder what's going on there that I would have said something like that.
It's very interesting. Hmm.
Yeah.
I like it. Anyway, I was in the coaching this morning. I was thinking of what we were talking about yesterday, and you were asking me about words that I want to be part of my next year.
Uh-huh.
I think I identify a couple. I don't know if I'll retain them. But next year, though, I will make sure that I have three words that lead the overall year. And then maybe
Mhm.
each month, I will reevaluate. But these past 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday, Monday too, I went to bed before 8, 8
Uh-huh.
p.m.
Wow.
I put my daughter to bed and then I was like, I think I'm gonna go to bed too.
Uh-huh.
So I remember Friday and Saturday, like 7:37, I was in bed. And then yesterday
Uh,
was a little after 8, but I just realized that I was exhausted. I was
yeah.
tired. And so I chose the word rest and slow down as part of my words, my commitment for next year, and just to slow down and to rest. And I think it goes very much in line with self-care. That is very
Uh-huh.
important to me.
Mhm.
And so I thought of that. And another word that I really would love to dig deeper is exploration and discovery. And I
Yeah.
put them together just to continue that journey, this journey of self-exploration and
Mhm.
self-discovery.
So this is more exploration in your inner world, in your inner ecosystem.
I don't, yes, to that, but to anything,
Mhm.
uh, within and on the outside too, to explore
Mhm.
new things, new ways, new ideas, but also within myself, what resonates, it's by exploring those outside things that I will know if it resonates with my within or not.
Mhm.
But just give myself the opportunity to explore things and not just don't not to have things mean something positive or negative,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
just go more into the exploration journey.
Mhm.
And so rest or self-care or and then exploration. I'm liking those two. So I have more ideas, but I will give them more thoughts and come
So,
back to
so
them.
what are some things that you're thinking you want to explore that you haven't maybe yet explored?
That's what I just said. I'm going to give, I'm
Mhm.
going to come up with them little by little. I'm going to give them to you little by little. I'm not going to say
Okay,
it all
so
now.
it'll be a surprise.
Not a
There's nothing.
surprise, but maybe every day there's gonna be a subject every day. Who knows?
Uh-huh.
But as I discover, I'll share it here. So
Mhm. Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Mhm. How about you? Are you thinking already of what you want to do
Of
next
words,
year?
maybe not words, but phrases.
Phrases.
One is I shared this with you yesterday. I think I am in demand.
Okay. In
Yeah.
your
So
in your business.
in my business, I'm in demand. People want to work with me.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
do, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm in demand that way. Um, I am who I choose to create myself to be in every moment.
so it almost feels
Yeah.
to me like self-coaching still.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah. So I am creating myself in every moment the way I want to be, and I'm more importantly realizing that I'm realizing that I'm not at the effect of just the random thoughts in my brain that are creating me. That I'm actually creating
Yeah, all
myself
the
the way I
time.
choose to be. So that's another one. Um, and just this is something that will continue. I'm deeply in love with myself.
Yes.
Yeah, deeply in love with myself. At any, I remind myself of that all the time. And I look in the mirror and say, James, I love you. And I
Mm,
imagine that other people look at me and say, well, there's a guy who loves himself. Not that
yeah.
he's full of himself, but there's a guy who really is interested in using your word, using the word explore, is interested in exploring what he's all about, is interested in getting to know himself on a much deeper level, to being a student of being himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah. So
And
those are the kind of the three concepts. Yeah. I don't know about three like individual words. Love, I guess. Yeah, love, creation, and well, how would you describe this in I wanted to say individuality. That doesn't quite cover it, but being myself in every moment, exploring what that looks like in every moment.
yeah, authentic.
Authenticity, yeah.
Mm,
So being the same no matter who I'm with,
yeah.
no matter where
Genuine.
I am or who I'm with. Yeah,
I'm hearing, yeah, genuine and authentic.
yeah,
Yeah, it's reminders, right?
yeah. Just reminders of this is who I am at my core, and when I can remember, I will when I don't get caught up in I've noticed since I'm on the tail end of this illness or whatever, this kind of respiratory thing, it seems like it's not going away as quickly as I would like to, that my thought patterns I tend to get stuck in them a little more easily than I would when I'm in my normal state of mind, health wise.
Hmm.
Yeah. So and that's part of learning to be myself as well. It's like, oh, that's interesting. It's like when you're sick, when you're ill, that tends to influence your thought processes. Like a lot of us, sometimes we notice that our thought processes are influenced by if we're really in tune with our bodies when we're hungry, for example.
Hmm. Do you think it's self-acceptance, like accepting every state of yourself, whether it's sick or in good health?
Well, right. Like, yeah. That's one of the things that I say. Well, like this is the secret sauce. If you can be the loving observer of your own experience, no matter what the situation, that's kind of the secret
Yeah.
to living.
And showing grace to
Yes,
yourself
showing.
and
Yes,
yes,
yes.
grace and acceptance,
Right.
accepting and giving yourself the space to be how you are and feel how
Yeah,
you feel
yeah, yeah.
without asking your body to heal quicker.
Right. Just saying, well, when I'm in this state, this is the things that come up, and I can accept that, and I can make it not mean anything about me as a divine being, for
Yeah,
example. Yeah.
my coach was telling me that, and that was a good reminder that we love to be in our brain. We're um, brain people, right?
Uh,
The way we are raised, the way our society functions is us acting intellectually. But
mhm.
she was inviting me to be, in all of myself, not only on my brain, but also to listen to my body, to listen to
Yeah.
my intuition, to
Yeah.
listen to my feelings and emotions,
Mhm.
and to my intellect too. But
Mhm.
the four at the same time.
Yeah.
Because most of the time we're just either in our brain. Some people are very much into just intuition,
Mhm.
and some people are just into their body, like, oh, my body hurts and I can think, I can feel, it's all about my body.
Yeah.
And some people are all about the feelings. Oh, I feel sad and I feel sad and I feel sad. It's all about me feeling sad. So
Mhm. Mhm.
just to find, maybe, I don't know, a way to be all of it. What is my brain telling me? How do I feel in my body? How do I feel, emotion wise? And what is my intuition telling me? And
Mhm.
then,
And being okay with all of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there are synchronistic, if they all speak the same. Is what am I feeling in my brain? Does it confirm how am I feeling inside? Is it confirming my intuition? Or is it that our brain is usually not in coherence with the rest, because the intellect is what is formatted, right? Is what is programmed, is what is ingrained
Mhm.
through culture, education, and all of that. And sometimes it is contradictory to how we feel inside. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. you I think your brain, if you let it go, it will offer up it will offer up things that tend to skew negative.
Mm.
Yeah, if you just let your brain, Brooke Castillo talks about the brain unsupervised is kind of like a toddler
A
walking
toddler,
around
yeah.
with
I
a
like that
knife, right?
idea.
Yeah, so so
It's
your
true
brain,
though.
yeah, yeah, your
Direct it. You
brain
need to
your
direct it.
brain does that because of an evolutionary pattern.
Mm.
Your brain is programmed to be
Yeah, programmation.
protective of you, and a lot of that is in anxiety and fear, and always be on the lookout
Look
for
out.
things that are disrupting the status quo,
Mhm,
right? And so yeah, I don't know if I would trust my brain so much as I would trust
mhm. I
the
think that's why she said it's good to check in with all four at the same time
yeah, yeah,
and then assess and kind of, yeah. And to make decisions based on all four, and not just, some people are like we are, um, per default very cerebral, right?
yeah,
Whatever our brain says it is, then that is what it is. But sometimes our brain says something and our body is feeling the contrary.
yeah,
So how do we
yeah,
make them work together?
right, yeah. And one of the things I've found when I can do it, I found this useful to remember that when I'm feeling in my body uneasy, when I'm feeling dis-ease, I'm not feeling good. That's because my body is a masterful thing, right? And it's able to send me these signals, right?
I've
So it's,
heard that.
yeah,
I've
to
heard
be
that.
to be appreciative of that, like if I can go to the dentist, for example, and I can feel some pain when they start drilling or doing that thing they do with the cleaning or whatever, and I can feel that, to instead of going, well, this is uncomfortable and I don't like this, be grateful that my body has the ability to send me those
Signal,
signals.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that, and I think Bessel van der Kolk said that, um, that the body is more reliable than our brain.
Oh, I
That
like that.
usually,
Yeah, I
that
think I agree with
usually
that for
our
sure.
body is more reliable. So what we
Yeah.
fear, um, I don't know if what we feel is the body, but I think the emotions are different from the body too. But
Mhm,
the bodily, like when we start sweating, because we're afraid,
mhm.
that can't lie. That is not an emotion, but our emotions may be linked to some kind of trauma, but the way our body remembers the things is always reliable.
Mm. Yeah, that's
Our
good.
body reactions. Yeah.
So you can trust your body.
Yeah, trust your
Yeah,
body.
trust your body. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, this is This is where we are.
Yes.
Any,
Good
anything else?
explorer. I
That,
love that we are explorers too. And the conversations are always a place where you know, can voice what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and
yep.
you can really think through, process things. So
Yeah, and we're quite good at stepping up on and just without a prompt and just
oh
going
yeah, that's
going right into
that's
it.
the
So
purpose of good conversations.
that's good. Yeah, it's good. I like it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us this
Thank
morning,
you.
afternoon, evening, whatever it is. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you probably
Yes.
tomorrow.
December 14th. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see. Where is the thing? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.